What's up guys, G-Smassy here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to Daily Dose of Transfer Gossip. And today is Tuesday, the 8th of August. And the last couple of days have been pretty quiet in regards to transfers, but today it's definitely picked back up again. A lot of confirmed to get through and the rumours, they're looking really good. So just before we get started, as always, if you can show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notification tab next to it to receive notifications about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, who's going to win the Super Cup tonight, Manchester United or Real Madrid? Let me know your answers down below in the comments section. But now, let's jump on to confirmed deals. The very first one, is it going to be a Manchester United player going out loan to Leeds United, being Cameron Borthwaite-Jackson. Last year, I think was playing for Wolves in the Championship, but now, like I said, it's a loan deal for the season and should get more first team football. Then move on to Martin Waghorn going from Rangers in Scotland to Ipswich Town for £1 million. He's followed by former Arsenal player Felipe Senderos. To be fair, he's not really been that good. And now he's joined Houston Dynamo at the MLS. Last year he was playing for Rangers, but now he's a free agent, so it's a free transfer. Then we move on to a player who's very overpowered a couple of FIFAs ago, but to be honest, nowadays, he's not really used too much. And that player is Jonathan Biabiany, going to Sparta Prague, who right now are on FIFA 17 Ultimate Team, but FIFA 18, I'm pretty sure they've been confirmed for it. And he's joined them from Inter Milan on a season-long loan. And next up, we've got a Belgian midfielder called Gillette, I'm not sure how you say his name, but he joined Olympiacos in Greece from FC Nantes in France for £900,000. Then move on to Alejandro Dominguez, going to Rayo Vallecano in Spain from Olympiacos this time on a free transfer. And another former Arsenal centre-back, Jan Juru. I'm pretty sure he was playing for Arsenal at the same time as Felipe Senderos, but now he joined Antalyaspor in Turkey from Hamburg for a free transfer, and apparently he was very close to joining Sheffield Wednesday, but the deal broke down at the very last minute. In fact, he also passed the medical there. And then we got on to a guy called Sismanoglu, going from Besiktas on a free transfer to Göztepe, who will be on FIFA 18. And then we move on to Paul Verhaeg. Again, sorry if I said wrong, but here's joined Wolfsburg from FC Augsburg for £1.35 million. Then move on to Borre, going to River Plate from Atletico Madrid for a fee cost around €3 million, and last year I think it was out on loan to Villarreal. Then move on to Gazal, completing a switch to AS Monaco on a free transfer as he was a free agent last year, was playing for Lyon, and he signed a 4-year deal until 2021. Eric Choupo-Moting has joined Stoke City on a free transfer, as again he was a free agent but last year was playing for Schalke. And one I mentioned yesterday is going to be Wesley Sneijder, going to OGC Nice in France on a free transfer, as before he's playing for Galatasaray. And again, I mentioned it yesterday, but now he's fully completed his medical as officially a player for a 1-year deal. They also signed a second player yesterday, and that one is a youngster called Saint Maximin, going from Monaco to OGC Nice for a fee of around €10 million. And it seems like he's definitely one for the future. A final confirmed today is it going to a club record fee for Brighton in the Premier League now, and that is David Proper. He's joined them from PSV, and the fee itself, it does say more than £10 million, but they've not really specified how much it is. Some sites saying 12 mil, some saying up to 15. But again, it's a club record fee, and he's got a contract until 2021. And now let's move on to potential deals. And the very first one is going to a Manchester United prospect, being Timothy Fosu-Mensah. So according to The Guardian today, Fosu-Mensah will undergo a medical ahead of a move to Crystal Palace on loan for the season. Watford were very interested to get him, but Crystal Palace, they snuck in and managed to get him on a season on loan like I mentioned, and he is versatile. He can play as a CDM or as a defender. So from Fosu-Mensah potentially going from Manchester United now, we've got a player linked to them, and that one is a reoccurring rumour from this summer. That's Fabinho from Monaco. According to Express, Jose Mourinho has asked the Manchester United board to secure a £40.6 million move for Monaco midfielder Fabinho. Now I'm quite confused about this one because they have just signed Nemanja Matic from Chelsea for a big fee, actually very similar to £40 million, and they were linked to a right back being Serge Aurier, but apparently that's off the table now. Fabinho can play CDM and also right back, so it possibly could be that. But again, we'll have to wait and see for that one. Then we move on to Jordan Amavi, and according to multiple sources today in fact, Amavi is set to join Marseille today. Initially he wanted to go back to OGC Nice, and that would have made some sense because Dalbert is going to Inter. But Nice Matin Arsenal left back is not the club's priority right now, and it will be a loan deal from Aston Villa to Marseille for this season with a potential option to buy. Then we move on to Jean-Michel Seri, also of Nice today, linked to Barca again for about the third or fourth day in a row, and multiple sources are saying that Barca have indicated to Nice they're willing to pay Jean-Michel Seri's €40 million release clause. Now, I have mentioned it pretty much every single episode since Neymar joined PSG, but the Barca rumours are definitely starting to pick up a lot now. Most of them probably have no backing whatsoever, but you understand why. Barca have got a lot of money to spend, and the papers obviously are trying to link as many players as they can to them to potentially get one right. And then we move on to Bruno Martins Indy, according to the Stoke Sentinel today. Stoke City hope to announce a £7 million signing of Porto centre-back Martins Indy, and they want to do it before Saturday's Premier League opener against Everton. The 25-year-old Netherlands international spent last season on loan at the Potters, and now this will be a permanent basis. And now we've gone to a player potentially leaving Stoke City, and as their record signing Mbula. This one is according to L'Equipe today, that they're saying Mbula, who struggled to make an impact following his £18.3 million move from Porto in January, has agreed terms with Champions League semi-finalist AS Monaco. I'm pretty sure he's been at Stoke now since January 2016, I think it was, and again, like I said, hasn't really made too much of an impact, so it wouldn't surprise me if Monaco do sign him. And then we got on to Gylfi Sigurdsson. According to Sky Sports today, Everton boss Roald Koeman has told the media the club are very close to signing Gylfi Sigurdsson from Swansea. The apparent fee, again, it's around £50 million. Everton have been into Gylfi Sigurdsson probably since the start of the window itself, and Roald Koeman, he probably wanted to get the deal done at the very start of pre-season, but it's dragged on a lot now. Swansea are definitely trying to get the maximum amount of money for him. Fair play to them, managed to get around £50 million like I mentioned, and in return Everton now get a replacement for Ross Barkley. Next up, we move on to Alexis Sanchez. According to Daily Mirror today, Alexis Sanchez is ready to accept Arsenal's refusal to sell him outside the final year of his contract. This time next year, unless he signs a new deal between now and then, he'll be a free transfer, and whoever gets him, that'll be a mad deal. Potentially one of the biggest names ever to go on a free transfer, definitely up the likes of Ibrahimovic and Lewandowski. And now we move on to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and it's actually the same situation as Alexis Sanchez, just 1 year remaining on his current Arsenal contract, so 1 year's time, he'll be a free transfer. And so far this summer he has been linked to Chelsea, Liverpool and Manchester City, and probably a few other teams along the way, and today according to Daily Mirror, Oxlade-Chamberlain has dropped a social media hint that he could be on his way to Liverpool in a £28 million deal. But someone commented on his picture saying, "Unlucky mate, he joined Liverpool for £28 million, and he actually liked that comment itself, but again, it could mean absolutely nothing, it could be trolling, or he might have accidentally clicked it. But still, the papers will jump on that and say it's a massive hint. Next up, we got on to quite a big one today. Virgil van Dijk has handed in a formal transfer request to Southampton. There was actually a public statement from Van Dijk. It's like 3 pages long, so I won't read it all out, but I'll mention the key points. So the first bit does say, "I feel I have no alternative after being fined. I am frustrated by the club's position, it's time for me to move on." He also goes to mention about European football, he wants to play that, and he wants Southampton to start listening to new offers from the top teams. I'll actually put the whole statement on your screen. It may be quite difficult to read it, but hopefully you can kind of get a gist of what he's saying. But it's a guy that understands Southampton are likely to change their stance on the situation. As of right now, they're still adamant he's not for sale, but that could easily change now. Ben Smith, who works at the BBC, has said Southampton don't want to sell Van Dijk to Liverpool, but Anfield is where he wants to go. And at one point in the statement it does say he would like the club to consider interest from the clubs if interest still exists. Now a lot of people on Twitter seem to think that bit right there is referring to Liverpool because of course they started going after him, they had to apologise and then publicly end the interest. Chelsea, Arsenal and Man City are all still interested in him, but most sites are still saying Liverpool is where he wants to go. And one of his friends on Instagram, who's followed by Van Dijk and whatnot, has been liking so many posts about Liverpool and Van Dijk, and a lot of edits with Van Dijk in the Liverpool kit. So hopefully now as a Liverpool fan, we can finally get a breakthrough in the deal. Next up we go on to a Liverpool player, Coutinho, linked to Barca yet again. So Sky Sports tweeted yesterday saying, breaking news, a source close to Coutinho says he'd like to move to Barcelona if a deal can be done amicably with Liverpool. And the thing about this one, most players in their career, they want to go to Barca at some point. Barcelona as well as Real Madrid are both still considered dream clubs for players because of the weather, the great clubs, and also a great chance of winning titles. But the word amicably, that's the bit that really stands out because that actually means in a peaceful or friendly manner. So eventually he would like to go to Barca, and I think again, next year he probably will, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like he'll force it. Sky said Liverpool is still adamant Coutinho is not for sale, and Barca have not contacted Liverpool since the £72 million offer was rejected 18 days ago. If Barca come back in with an improved offer, Liverpool are still expected to reject it. And the last part of this article does say Coutinho is not for sale, and Liverpool's hierarchy insists that will remain the case. And that is regardless of how much is offered. Paul Joyce is saying Barca are prepared to pay £120 million to make Coutinho the second most expensive player in history. And Paul Joyce also says that Coutinho is still interested in Barca, but he won't agitate to move. and FSG have the ability to stand firm this summer. Also forgot to mention, if you don't know, FSG, that's Liverpool's owners. Mundo Deportivo sent Barca away to offer cash plus Andre Gomez in a bid to sign Coutinho from Liverpool. A Brazilian outlet called UOL said Neymar has contacted Coutinho and asked him to forget about Barcelona and join forces with him at PSG. PSG have made an approach to sign Coutinho from Liverpool, but have understood the club is unwilling to accept offers. Sport and La Parisienne are both saying the same thing, and in fact La Parisienne are also saying that PSG are willing to bid £100 million. L'Equipe, however, is saying that Barca have lined up Arsenal target Thomas Lemar as an alternative to Liverpool's Coutinho. And Sky Sports are also saying the same thing, and L'Equipe are also reiterating that Barca have reached an agreement with Dembele. And now finally we've got some interesting quotes from Jose Mourinho talking about Gareth Bale. So his first quote is from ESPN. If Bale plays tomorrow, it means Madrid want him. If not, then we'll be waiting for him on the other side. And the second quote is from the Mirror. If he's not in the club's plans, I'll be waiting to fight with the other coaches that want him on their team. And talking about other coaches, according to AS today, Chelsea looking at Gareth Bale as Antonio Conte has cracked on the pressure on the board to make more signings. In yesterday's episode, I mentioned how the Gareth Bale rumours, they didn't really have much about him, but now it's a totally different case. So it will be very interesting to see if Bale starts tonight, as if not, he could be on the move. But that is going to be the final one for today's video. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notifications tab next to it to receive notifications about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, we're down below in the description box. And today's question of the day: out of Real Madrid and Manchester United, who's going to win the UEFA Super Cup tonight? Let me know your answers down below in the comment section. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time.